This is the Susumba. Jamaican people call it Susumba. It's a part of the garden egg family. In Haiti, the people them use this for their voodoo, but we eat it. It's like there's another leaf around. We're here in Ghana, they use it for juju, but we drink it as tea.
Yeah, I'm here getting some Susumba, you know. In Jamaica, we call it gully bean. Yeah, man. With natural herbs, you know, natural fruit, pigeon berries. Yeah, you know. Kind of bitter, but very healing, you know. Yeah, man. It's a food be a medicine, and the medicine be a food. Yeah, Susumba, you know. Yeah, this naturally alkalize the blood, you know. Natural alkalize the blood, reduce acidity. Yeah, rich in iron, you know. Yeah. Yeah, man, Ross Ibo, while electric food and herbs. Yeah, me here picking some Susumba gully bean. Yeah, man.
Also good for cold.
Yes, yeah, man, got powerful cold bush, you know. Move mucus, you know. Yes, I.
From ackee fruit to other dishes in Jamaica, today we'll focus in Susumba. I believe the pronunciation is right. If I'm wrong, kindly correct me in the comment section below. Many prefer to call it Susumba. Many prefer to call it Susumba, depending on your country of origin, whether in Haiti, whether in Jamaica, whether in Ghana. This fruit is commonly referred to as the gully beans. It is used for wide ranges in Jamaica to cure diseases. This fruit is also famous in Ghana. It is used for other purposes. In Haiti, it is used for the voodoo. Haitians know what I mean when I say voodoo. In Jamaica, it is a delicacy. Just like the ackee fruit, it is prepared with the salt fish to make the soup more sour and bitter. The bitterness is used so that it can reduce the salt in your dish. Today, as per now, Jamaicans, what do you have on the table? Is it the Susumba? Is it the ackee fruit? These two fruits are commonly used in Jamaica. Jamaicans always seem to amaze the world. Many people, especially the Haitians, fear this fruit, but Jamaicans have turned it into a delicacy where people worldwide want to try this out. So the following videos of people talking about Susumba, it will come back at the end and discuss more about it. In my perspective, there are two things I want to discuss here today. Is the Susumba poisonous? Is the Susumba of medicinal purposes in Jamaica? Why are Haitians fearing this fruit? This episode is for you. This episode is to uplift the Susumba fruit and make the world know that Jamaica is truly the best and they can turn anything poisonous into a national. Ghanaians also know this fruit, not only in Jamaica, but today we'll focus in Jamaica because they're the #1 consumers of Susumba in the world. Let's uplift the Jamaican family worldwide. Let's watch the following videos, family.
Fruit here, or this tree, this plant here is called Susumba, otherwise called gully bean. Yeah, man. In the 1930s here in Jamaica, this was a staple vegetable. Why? This vegetable, this fruit, this plant right here is packed with a lot of iron and minerals. Now if you are suffering from anemia, this is the right plant, this is the right vegetable for you. Yeah? Ancestors, our grandparents, our great grandparents then used to use this, yeah, to get iron from the plant. Yeah, I know a lady in Ghana who was suffering from anemia. Yeah, she never know what to do. The doctor introduced her to this plant. In this plant, she decided not to keep this secret to herself, so she created a business out of it. Not just to make money, but to enlighten people of the power of this plant. In Jamaica here, a lot of people love it with saltfish, Susumba. It bitter, but the health benefits is more sweeter.
I don't know how many of you are familiar with Susumba. I guess in some places or spaces we call it gully bean, a little green round vegetable looking thing. Normally it is served with something salty. Saltfish is what my family tends to cook it with. And all through my pregnancy 11 years ago, my grandmother gave me this Susumba and saltfish business, and she claims it purged blood. And the picture got come out pretty on all these old wives' tale that she would have shared with me and insisted that I ate the Susumba. Anyway, Daddy ate some Susumba a couple weeks ago and he got extremely sick. He came to me and knocked on my bedroom door and said to me that with his mouth twisted, it presented like a stroke. So he literally had the facial paralysis. His mouth went to the side like that, and he had the slurred speech. So you know, so I catch one panic. And in the panic, I would have called one of my best friends and I said to him, "Yo, my body look like him have one stroke," and he advised me go to the hospital right now, which I did. So I took him to the hospital, and he spent 3 nights in ICU because, like I said, this thing presented like a stroke. And even though it presented like a stroke, Daddy insisted that he was poisoned. So I communicated that to the doctors there, and he would have also communicated same to the doctors there, but of course, because it looked like a duck, walked like a duck, and talked like a duck, they were treating him for the stroke that it appeared that he had. Turns out that it really was Susumba poisoning for true. I came across a Gleaner article that was written a couple years ago that spoke about the Susumba poisoning, and it was cautioning Jamaicans not to export the Susumba for the same reason. So it does present like a stroke, and you know you're being treated for the stroke and you're not being treated for the poison. So you can fill in the blanks. I almost lose my daddy, and just because I want full Susumba. So I know a lot of persons like to eat these things. Probably you see it somewhere, you just pick it. I'm just telling you from experience to be careful. I know that in discussing this or sharing this with some of my friends and colleagues, they would have said to me that you have different types of Susumba. You have one where have maca and one where have no maca, and one where poison, one with the maca and poisonous, and the one without the maca. I don't even want to get in trying to figure out what is poisonous and what is not. I'm just staying away from Susumba. And I'm not telling you to stay away. I'm just telling you to be careful of what you eat and what you consume, and ensure that whoever gives you food, that you know where it comes from, and to ensure that it is the correct one. All right, so be careful. Just sharing it for what it's worth.
To my Jamaican family, is Susumba a delicacy in your country? Is Susumba used to cure cancer? The bold lady at the end said her father consumed Susumba, that's why his father was hit by stroke. Is it true? Have you heard of cases or incidences in Jamaica where the Susumba has killed one of your family friends or one of your neighborhood friends? Which do you prefer between the Susumba and the ake fruit in Jamaica? Which of these two fruits is commonly used in Jamaica? This episode today is all about gaining knowledge about the Jamaican dishes and how they prepare it. Being an inflation country in the Caribbean is not an easy job at all. This gully beans is a true reflection of how Jamaicans can turn something into a magic that is lovable worldwide, not only in the Caribbean region. This tiny little island amazes the world. I myself would like to try this out. From ake fruit, now we have the Susumba, a common fruit in Jamaica. What do you think about this episode? After watching this, would you prefer having Susumba as your meal? I believe Jamaicans prepare it out of their best knowledge to turn out to be sweet, and it is preferred to be a bitter fruit. Kindly don't forget to hit the subscribe icon below and follow my page. If you are a #1 fan in Jamaica, kindly follow for more facts, and I'll keep you more updated in the Jamaican country and in the Caribbean and this world at large. Thank you for watching. See you on the next episode, and goodbye.